Holy moly, guys. It is so freaking windy out there. I slept horrible last night. Can you guys hear it? I kind of doubt that you can just because I don't think you can hear it. But holy cow, all night long I did not sleep good at all because it was just so windy. Like there's a constant wind sound and then every so often these huge gusts come out of nowhere and it just sounds like, I don't know, like a train going by my house. It's crazy. Anyways, hope all of you guys are surviving heavy winds if you've got them. I have to blog about this, blog, whatever. I have to talk about this because this is cool, guys. This is cool. So today I used up my shampoo and conditioner that I purchased at the same time, and I started using them at the same time, and I finished them at the same time. Yes, my friends, I did. Now, I don't know how often that happens because for me, that's like a never happens thing. I use up all my shampoo and then I have like half a bottle of conditioner that I have to figure out how to use or something. I don't know, it's crazy. But this morning, I used up my shampoo and my conditioner at the same freaking time. Proud moment. I don't know, it's kind of stupid. I'm sorry, but I just had to tell you that. Whoa guys, my hair, holy moly. So I just went out there to try to get a little bit of footage to show you, and honestly I have a feeling that is not going to do it justice because I don't think you guys are going to be able to tell the magnitude of the wind out there. There's no way I can show you. I mean, you could see the trees kind of swaying, and at one point in time, like these really tall evergreen trees, you could see the top doing funny things. But honestly, without me taking and giving you the sound, which would sound absolutely horrendous to your ears, you guys don't actually understand how fast these winds are. It's bizarre out there. But yes, my hair is an absolute mess now. I gotta go brush it. But yes, all in the name of vlogging, folks. All in the name of vlogging. Alright guys, it's time for me to start making some lunch. So I am making some tuna fish sandwich for my tiny human, like I did yesterday, I believe it was. So we have enough for me to make one more sandwich for her. So I'm going to make a sandwich for her, maybe chop up. We have some oranges and bananas, so I might give her half a banana or, you know, some orange or maybe even part of an apple for her to eat. And that's going to be her lunch. So I went to the store the other day and I bought this from the Fred Meyer Deli. This is a sun-dried tomato penne pasta. So I'm going to open this up here. You know what? I'll open it in a little bit. But this is what I'm going to have for my lunch. And I'm also going to have this. Guys, this is what I made yesterday. This was last night's dinner. Remember how I told you that I was going to reuse? I was going to use like all of the powder of old potato chips and stuff. Like the crushed up bits. Well, this is what it looked like. I didn't show you guys last night because I didn't. But here is what the chicken looks like, and it is really good. It's really crispy. It's gonna be amazing. And yeah, I can't wait to eat it because I'm hungry. And it's lunchtime. So I've got to get Arya her lunch made. I've got to get my chicken heated up, and then I'm going to feast, folks. Making biscuits and gravy for dinner because Chantel's not here, and so she doesn't like it, but the rest of us do. And we have BLTs for lunch that was with bacon, and it tastes really good with bacon grease. It's something that you need when you do biscuits and gravy. So that's what we're making, and we have Homie and Caden making our drop biscuits right there.
Hello. Well, about that much.
Okay.
You just push it right off and leave it just like that. All right, go to town. Oh, not like that.
Okay.
All right, how we doing? Coming back to check. Let's see.
I don't think so.
That's looking okay. Looking okay. Just gotta come stir. I smell stir.
We're gonna come over here. So I got sausage cooking in there. Ooh. trick is bacon grease, and you have to get the Jimmy Dean sausage that has sage in it because it makes a difference. Try the different kinds. It's not as good. It's the good stuff.
I'm finished.
Ooh, look at all those. Is our oven ready?
Oven's ready.
Yep.
Okay, well then.
I'll put it in it.
Oh, okay.
I think I might want to put on the hot things
That's
first.
why I'm gonna put it in.
Yeah, you don't need to. Dada will do it. There go the biscuits. And
Yay.
here, we got this with bacon grease. It looks
That
like a
looks
whole lot, guys.
good.
But I'm going to be adding a bunch of flour to this until all the bacon grease is kind of soaked up. And then we're going to put a bunch of milk in it. I'm going to stir it all up, and we're going to let it boil, sort of, simmer. Yeah, it's more of a simmer than a boil. We're going to let it simmer for a bit, and we should have wonderful, creamy gravy. Doesn't that look good?
Should I get us?
Look at that. Doesn't that look good?
Dad, should I get us some spoons?
This is good. Look at that.
like to scoop up some of the like gravy.
That's a good
Yes, I
consistency.
want a fork and spoon.
I'm gonna let this simmer, but otherwise, as soon as those biscuits are done, guys, so is the gravy for the biscuits and gravy. Okay, so I did change it a little bit, folks. I put in some parsley, some salt, and some pepper. Look how thick that got. Look at this. This is like a perfect biscuits and gravy, right?
Yeah,
That's gonna look. Well, it looks amazing. It's gonna taste
Okay,
even better.
Let's check our biscuits first.
Be really careful. It's hot. Can you do that? Gotta be really careful.
Yeah.
There you go.
Whoa, I can feel the same.
Yeah. Let's check out the biscuits. Oh,
Okay,
those are
those
done
look-
perfect. Good job. Those look great, and our gravy's done. So, that, my friends, is dinner. It's time to eat. Alrighty. There's my biscuits and gravy on my plate. There's the homie. Tiny human.
Biscuits and gravy in the mouth.
Do you like what I did? Different? It's good.
Tastes good.
And there's the boys eating their biscuits and gravy. Yes. Ooh, I hear you going over there.
This is a very.
You like it, Pumpkin?
Very good.
Yeah, biscuits and gravy. Num num. All right, my turn to eat. Okay, so we're gonna have what for lunch?
Macaroni and cheese.
Are you excited about macaroni and cheese?
Yes.
How excited are you?
I'm 3.
Oh, you're 3. Okay, well, show me how excited you are about mac and cheese for lunch.
I'm happy for macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, see, she's overly excited about mac and cheese, folks. She's been asking since like 8 o'clock this morning if she could have mac and cheese for lunch. Haven't you?
Yeah. And Donna is outside.
The cat is outside.
Yeah.
Your thought process just baffles me, tiny human.
Bye, guys.
Pardon my hair, it is still wet from the shower, but I realized that I have not said anything yet, so I have been kind of getting my Sims 4 buzz back, and I've been tinkering and playing in-game. I have been playing the Island Challenge, probably the most, and I have been having an absolute blast doing stuff in the build and buy mode. I did a 50-50 collaboration, and I'm going to leave a link in the description that will take you to it. It's called the Red Rose Tea House, and I did this with someone who I am fairly new to getting to know. Don's Art is the name of his channel, Don. And he approached me for this collaboration, and I decorated the interior of his really adorable house. Also, speaking of getting into more building on The Sims 4, I have started a tag for the gallery. I will put it on the screen. It is #revive. Basically what I'm doing, and I will actually show you my rules very quickly. So I'm sitting at my desk, so hopefully you guys can see sort of what I'm doing. So it's called Please Revive Me. I have a little description at the top, says I'm just a simmer looking to play around in build and buy mode more, and I want to interact and collab with other simmers, and I've come up with a way I think I can accomplish both. So, couple questions for you. Do you have a room that needs updating, a new specific style? Do you have a room that needs revamped, like a nursery to a kid's room? Do you have a room that needs a specific theme, like maybe certain colors or certain objects installed in it? Do you have a lot that needs landscaping done? Something that's no bigger than a 30 by 20, just because I'm a noob at this, guys. Do you have a lot or room that you just want to see me revive it? If you answered yes to one or more of these questions, then I want your creations, and I'm serious, I really want your creations, folks. So who can participate? Anybody who has The Sims 4 and would like to upload a room or a lot to be revived by me. Experienced builders, I realize that you probably do not need my help, of course. But if you would like to upload a room or a lot with specific requirements as a challenge for me to tackle, then I would love to see what you come up with. This is how you can participate, folks. You simply upload a room or a lot to the Sims 4 gallery with the hashtag revive, spelled this way. Specify your request for the revive in the description, and I ask that you don't use any CC because when I download it, if I don't have the CC, then it's not going to transfer. And I'm asking, once again, no lots over 30 by 20 because I'm a noob and I can't handle a huge lot. So these are my plans for the creations. I will be downloading your room, lot, and performing the necessary revisions, and re-uploading them to the Sims gallery in the revived state. I'm going to give full credit to the original builders, of course, because they are not my creations, and I have plans to turn some of these revisions into videos on my YouTube channel. So if your build is in a video, I will definitely be giving links to your YouTube channel or your blog or your ID on Origin so others can check out your creations on the Sims 4 gallery. And please let me know if you do not want your creations shown on YouTube. I am excited to see your builds and I cannot wait to help you revive your creations. Folks, I'm 100% serious about this. It's going to be a challenge for myself to complete the revisions that you guys want. It's going to open up a chance for me to collab with many people, which I am super excited about because I don't want to keep, swimming in my own little pond. And I just think it'd be really fun, and I need some more practice in the build and buy mode, and that's going to help me out. So by me helping you out, we're helping each other out, and it's fun, and we're going to collab, and I cannot wait to see your creations. So upload those up to the gallery, hashtag revive. I really, really, really want to see them, and I would love to tackle your projects. And speaking of tackling projects, I do have one that was uploaded to the gallery yesterday by the amazing Simproved, who, as many of you guys know, I idolize her and her buildings because, I don't know, she just inspires me to build. She was my first 50-50 collaboration build partner, and I don't know, I've been watching her stuff since she was a teeny tiny little channel, and now she is amazingly huge. It's crazy how much she's grown. But anyways, she has given me my first revive project, and I have my work cut out for me, my friends. I have a lot of stuff to try to fix, fiddle, and do with her project, and I cannot wait to start. My phone is ringing, so I'm going to go get that. But yes, don't forget, upload your creations, folks. So Aria got dressed today, and what are you wearing? Would you like to tell everybody?
I'm wearing a skirt.
What color is that skirt?
Blue like blue sky.
Oh, it is. It's blue like the blue sky. And you have, what color is your shirt? What's on there?
Flowers.
There's flowers on it, and it doesn't match your skirt? It actually matches pretty good. I think you did good today. You look cute.
Yeah, and this matches my skirt.
It does match your skirt. You need to go find shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way we can pick up Angel.
Well, that way we can go pick up lunch.
Yeah,
For lunch?
yeah, for us, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're my mom here.
Look at this. I get loves.
And you get... And
Yeah,
And
so
you get-
we're gonna go get something for lunch. My tiny human is looking excited for that. There she goes. She's running off to go grab her shoes. I'm gonna get shoes on, and we're gonna head out and grab some, probably just some McDonald's, some burgers or something. French fries are calling my name. All right, Ari, what would you like, a burger or fries?
fries and burger.
Fries and a burger?
Yeah, and a drink.
What kind of drink?
Soda.
You soda?
Yes.
All right, well, we're gonna spoil you today then. We're gonna get you burger, fries, and a soda for lunch.
Okay.
All
Are you
right.
my mommy?
I am your mommy.
Okay. Do I love you?
I don't know, do you?
Yes.
Good. All right, Pumpkin. As per request, we have soda. Tell me what you think.
It's good.
Okay, so you have soda. What is in this?
burger.
Mommy bought you a burger. So you've got a burger. And the last thing on your list that you requested?
Fries and
Fries.
ketchup.
You want me to get you ketchup?
Yeah.
Alright, so there's your lunch. Are you happy?
Yeah, I need some ketchup too.
Are you happy about your lunch?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna go get you some ketchup and you can chow down. Guess what, guys? I have still been playing this fancy thing, this Monopoly $1 million play to win thing. I'm a winner! Guess what I won this time? And it's not free hamburger buns or any of that. I actually got all of the tickets for one of these boxes. So right here, guys, is what I won. I have all 4 tickets that I need for a $15 grocery gift card. Yay! So I'm a winner! I won a gift card to Safeway and I'm excited because that's where I like to go get my groceries sometimes. So that's gonna be like free groceries for me. I just wanted to tell you. Look at this blue skies. Gorgeous day. So we're gonna go for a walk down to the mailbox and go get our mail. We don't get to do this very much, obviously, when it's not nice out, but it's gorgeous. Look at that little Cody. All right, this way. Let's go down to the mailbox.
I got flowers.
Let me see. Pretty.
Can we walk?
Yeah, we are. We're gonna walk to the mailbox. So somebody in one of my vlogs asked me what our mailbox looks like, and this is how it is. So we gotta get our mail. Once again, you will have to please disregard the hair is still wet. This is the second time this week, I think, that I have done that, but you're just gonna have to bear with me. And I figured, because I keep forgetting, my hair is wet, and so hair is on my mind. I wanted to show you the new shampoo that I got. So I know like a month or 2 ago, I had asked all of you guys what your favorite shampoo and conditioner combo was, because I wanted to go shopping and get some of those because I was having some real issues with my hair looking limp and having, you know, an itchy scalp and all that other garbage. But anyways, I took all of your guys' suggestions, I wrote them all down, and the last time that I went shopping, well, I was nowhere where any of those could be purchased, unfortunately. So I kind of went on a whim and bought something completely different. I still have the list, and I'm more than likely going to still use it because I am on the fence whether or not I actually like this new shampoo conditioner combo I picked up. So without further ado, I'm going to show you what I got. This is what I ended up picking up. It is Maui Moisture. I thought Thicken and Restore would be good for my hair because it says it's for weak and brittle hair, but I have really fine, thin hair, so I thought it might be good. Apparently it's supposed to densify, revive, and strengthen it, basically. And I thought, you know, this whole densify and thicken, those are good words for someone who has very thin hair like myself. Here is the barcode if you're interested in it yourself. And I got the conditioner as well, and it's the same kind, so I didn't swap. I know you can kind of swap sometimes and get a different conditioner with different goodies, but there's the UPC on the conditioner. As you guys remember, for a while there, I was taking Amanda's advice and I was doing a shampoo or a conditioner first and then a shampoo, and it was doing good things for my hair for the most part. And I did try that for a few days with this new shampoo, and it's a no-go on that. It makes my hair extremely frizzy and just kind of whoa, all out there. So I'm not going to do that anymore. So I have started doing the shampoo and conditioner in like the recommended way that they tell you to do it, and it's working better. But like I said, I'm still on the fence whether or not I like it. I will tell you that the texture and the moisture is definitely there. Your hair smells very, for lack of better, your hair smells very woodsy, very clean, kind of like very green smelling. I don't know how else to describe it. It's kind of like like pine trees and stuff, but it's not quite a pine smell. It's just a very clean, outdoorsy scent. So I love the way it smells. It smells fantastic, and it is really, like, the texture of it is really thick and hydrating. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm on the fence whether or not I like it personally, and I keep feeling like I have strings of these bad hair days. And honestly, guys, I think it's because it's been at least a couple years since I got my hair cut. And so maybe I just need a trim and I need some layers or something. I don't know, something to like liven up my hair. I guess maybe the longer my hair gets, the more dragged down it feels and it looks. So maybe that's part of my problem. I don't know. But like I said, since hair was on my mind, I thought I should show you what I was doing with shampoo and conditioner, because it had been quite a while and I had been trying something new. Once again, folks, my family, we, me, I, us, we are going to be macaroni and cheese guinea pigs for you guys. So a while back, we tried the Cracker Barrel mac and cheese, and it was fantastic, and I did that for the world to see. Now we're gonna try a different kind, and this time we're doing, like, I don't know if it would be considered like the old-fashioned approach to this. So I have a bag of elbow macaroni noodles, and then we found this at the Walmart that I was so, I don't know, the price on this versus those itty-bitty boxes that we keep buying. My family goes through mac and cheese so quickly, we thought we'd give this a try. This is just the blend powder, so all it is just the powder mix by, I think it's pronounced Augason Farms. So this is like a 3-pound container of this, guys. It's 43 servings worth, and I want to say it was like $15 or something. And basically it's just the mix. You just make your macaroni and cheese noodles and you mix that stuff. Very, 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 very similar to the pre-made box stuff that we get, except you can regulate how much you use, and it was going to be cheaper and all that. So I am just hoping that it actually tastes good. This is going to be a real trial to see what happens. So we're going to have to do like our first tastes on screen, just so we can kind of verify whether or not it's good. But honestly, if it is, this is probably going to be our preferred way to do that, since we can make a huge batch of macaroni or a small batch and just kind of, you know, put the butter, the milk, and the cheese to fit our needs and that kind of stuff. Plus, like I said, our family goes through mac and cheese like crazy because I have 4 kids that absolutely love it. Aria goes crazy every time we tell her there's mac and cheese for lunch. So we kind of go through a lot of mac and cheese stuff, and I think this will help us save a little bit of money, and like I said, if it's good, then that's a bonus. So yeah, we're gonna be guinea pigs. Well, honestly, guys, it looks pretty good. Like, that looks fairly cheesy to me. Now we're gonna have to do the taste test and see exactly what we think, but honestly, it looks pretty good. All right, I want you to taste it and tell me what you think.
Good.
Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a new kind of mac and cheese. It's not the same one. Do you still like that though?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good?
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right, moment of truth. We're gonna try this. It actually looks pretty good. We're gonna see how good it tastes, and I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. It's actually pretty good. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the stuff that you get like when you go to one of those, what is it, kind of like a salad bar kind of thing. It's a cross between that kind of cheese and a mac and cheese. It's a little low on the flavor salt content, so it's kind of bland. But honestly, it's not bad. I think I can tweak this recipe and make it taste really good. So yeah, I think I give it like 3 out of 5 stars. And we're off to run some errands. I'm gonna stop by my P.O. box and see if anybody's written me any letters. I don't know if I said anything or not because I can't remember if I did, but this last weekend when Chantel had her track meet, she actually hurt her back. So she's kind of been on light duty and not really doing everything. She didn't go to the meet yesterday. And today she's actually doing something at the middle school. She's helping out, and I'm taking her a little snack. So I'm bringing her some fancy, dancy caramel and cheese popcorn, an Arnold Palmer to drink, and an apple. And yes, I cannot say Arnold Palmer. Yes, I can't say it. Laughing at me? I know you are. We are literally having the strangest weather ever. Guys, it's 45 degrees outside right now, and a couple minutes ago, it was hailing out there. Hailing. How crazy is that? It is springtime, and it's warm-ish outside. There's no way we should be having hail right now. Hope it doesn't turn into snow. Well, we dropped everything off for Chantal. She's gonna be there in the cold, wet, actually it's not cold, she's gonna be in there in the wet and the hail for the next couple hours or so. I checked my mailbox and no mail messages yet, cry, but I'm hoping that they're on the way. A girl can hope, can't she? My husband is currently doing some business in UPS, and so I am hanging out here in the car, and yeah, I am curious, what are your Easter plans this year? This year we are doing something kind of special, so you'll have to tune in next week to see what we do, of course. So I'm just curious what your Easter plans are, if you have them. I have a couple things to show you back at the house when we get there, and yeah, that's the update. Now, I realize that some younger ones watch, and some parents let their kids watch my vlog videos as well, but I'm about to divulge some Easter information. So if you do not want them to see it, or you don't want to see it, go ahead and skip to a certain part, I don't know, a couple minutes into my video further, so that you skip all this. So I'm giving you a couple seconds to do that, guys. Ready? Go! Alright, so if you're sticking with me, I wanted to show you a couple things that I plan on putting into my kids' Easter basket this year. Now, it's probably not going to look like a whole lot, but my kids, aside from the tiny human, all know that the Easter Bunny is not a thing. They still get Easter baskets because I still like to put them together because I think it's really fun. And so I put Easter baskets together for all my kids, and I put Easter baskets together for me and my husband. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff that we got for the kids, and this is in addition to their Easter egg hunt. So they're going to have a bunch of Easter eggs to hunt with lots of candy. So keep that in mind when I show you what we got them. So the first thing that I got them are these. These are little bunny lip pop like suckers. It's got the bunny face here, guys. It's got like the nose and the little, I don't know, the whole, there you go. Maybe you can see that really good. But basically when they go to suck on the ring pop, because it's like a, I don't know if you can even see it or not, but it's like a little lollipop, they're gonna have little bunny faces, and those are just so adorable. So I got them those. I also got them this right here, which is the Starburst jelly beans. These are my favorite jelly beans, guys. So we got them these with the eggs, and like I said, they're going to have an Easter egg hunt, so we're going to get a bunch of small candies or more jelly beans to fill eggs, sort of like this, and do a hunt, so they're going to have plenty more candies. I picked up this, it's almost like a sucker sort of thing, but it isn't. These are Peeps, so it's got 4 little Peeps on a stick for my kids. And then I'm showing you all 4 of these because they're all different. Each of my kids gets a different one, and they are so cute. So these are a little on the kind of crude side. Basically, they all make noises, which isn't bad, but they all have a basket behind them like this, and they're filled with little candies. And I guess when you move them, when you push down and they make noises, they poop out candy. So it's kind of bad, but I thought they were really kind of funny. And honestly, the little characters are super cute. So the next thing I did, because I like to get all of my kids a little, like just a small little gift to go along with this stuff, I'll show you what I got my boys. So my boys are big into Minecraft stuff. So I got each of my boys a little Minecraft figurine. You don't know what kind it is until you open it, so it's like a little surprise. This is the little figurine you got. So I got each of them one of these. Another thing of a, oh my gosh, surprise, this is what you got. This is what I got for the tiny human. This is for Ari. And it's got 2 little puppies on the inside. They're hidden puppy dogs. So she can open these and she'll have 2 little puppy dogs. I don't know what they're going to look like, but they come in this little cute little carrier. So she's going to have puppy dogs. And then for my daughter, because this is something actually, funnily enough, she asked me for the other day when we were shopping. She says, Mom, hint, hint, Easter basket. This is a crochet hook organizer case. Here you can see a pretty good picture of what it is. On the inside, it's got a bunch of little spots for her to put her crochet hooks. So we got her this little crochet hook holder. I have them packed away at the moment, but me and my husband bought each other new well, additional, they're new. We bought each other coffee mugs, so we each have a new coffee mug. And then because we learned very soon into having children, you always make Easter baskets or Christmas stockings for each other, because then your kids don't wonder if you are really bad. Just so you know, guys. So we have different candies for mine and Will's baskets, but I wasn't going to bother showing you. But anyways, those are the things that we're going to be loading up our kids' Easter baskets with this year. You should leave me comments down below. What kind of things do you do? Do you guys even celebrate Easter? And if you do, and you put baskets together, what kind of things do you put in those baskets? If you don't celebrate, that's fine. There's nothing against that. You don't have to celebrate Easter. Tell me if you have any holiday traditions that you do or something. Let's get a little discussion going, because I like to talk to you guys in my comment section if you hadn't noticed. I like reading paragraphs, so load me up. But I would like to know what kind of things do you put in baskets if you do baskets. And if you don't do baskets, what do you do? Yada yada yada. Load up my comment section. I would love to have a discussion with that. But anyways, I just want to show you what we are doing with our Easter baskets this year.